This how you know if a nigga know how to fight or not. 101. I'm gonna let you know I'm certified. I'm straight out of North Carolina. I can let you know whether or not you're dealing with a real hitter or not. This how I'm gonna let you know.
Oh, by the way, if you haven't seen the video, you should hurry up and go see the video. Yep, quite funny and also extremely informative, especially if you're here in the United States and you don't know who you're fighting. However, where I'm from, I'm African, you know. Regardless, I mean, there's some of those things. Like I said, the video is very informative, and there's some of those moves that's, as soon as you see them, we will be like, okay, but hardly will any of those moves get an African to just, back down from the fight. Africans, nah, them motherfuckers don't back down from fights. Like, we don't go about starting up fights, but chances of an African backing away from a fight is this slim, the slim. So, however, we do notice some theatrics. And when we see the theatrics, nah, we don't want to fight you. So in Africa, for example, some of the theatrics that we perform in Africa, if you're about to fight someone and they do these things, I'll give you five. If they do any of these things, just go on about your day and tell them namaste. All right, just tell them namaste. Like, I'm sorry, I came up to you, and I'm just gonna go about my business, and you just keep doing your thing. Like I said, chances are, if someone comes and they go and they do all this, the chances of an African backing away from that fight is so slim. We're still gonna fight you. Technically, it don't matter, because one thing I know about Africans is we think getting your ass whooped is part of learning. I'll never back down from the fight because I don't want to get my ass whooped. Never. The ass whooping is all part of it. However, I don't want to get killed over some dumb fight. So if I say these five things, and not just me, this is some things that happen in Africa. Like, I've seen this real life. Okay. If you're about to fight someone and they do any of these five things, just grab your stuff, give them the namaste peace sign, and boom, exit. Because they're about to escalate the whole thing. Number one, if you see someone, okay, someone's about to fight you and you're about to fight, and let's say maybe you're bigger than a person, all right? The person's smaller than you, you do want to fight a person. And for some reason, they find a bottle and they grab a bottle, okay? A bottle. Technically, if they want to fight you with a bottle, you're still going to stay, because you can, do some stuff and neutralize the situation. Who knows? But if they grab the bottle and they stand like this and they're shaking, and he takes the bottle and he breaks it on his head, not yours, on his head, it's time to go. It's time to leave the place, because if you even attempt to fight that person, anything can happen. Anything. I mean anything. Number two, if you're about to fight someone and he challenges you, and for some reason, let's say it's an outside fight, okay? You're both outside, and it's like in the hood, and you guys are about to fight, and you're like, everyone is saying, you come at me, yeah, come at me, let's go outside, and then you're outside, and the person you're about to fight takes off all their outfits, everything, and all they have left is their singlet and their boxer. Okay, singlet and boxer, and for some reason they they put in debt on themselves. Usually in my country, I'm from Nigeria, we have gutters on the street. I barely see gutters here in America, so that might not even happen. But let's say over there, what I've seen is they will go inside the gutter and take all the dirt, the liquid from the gutter. They'll start putting it on themselves, and then they'll come back at you and be like, "Yo, you want to fight me? All right, let's go, let's go." If you see that, okay, come on, man. What are you fighting for again? What are you fighting for? Because this dude is about to roll you in the dirt of all dirt. Is about to embarrass you completely. Because this kind of people technically doesn't care about being embarrassed. He's done it to himself. And now the next person is you. So forget about, like, I promise you, everything that you've learned in boxing and you go and get boom, 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 all those things, they don't work in real fights. And real fight is just about punching, knocking someone down, lifting them up, and boom on the ground. None of those things. I mean, they could come in handy if you do it like almost every day, and it becomes like a second nature to you. But in a real fight, nah. If you see anyone that takes off their outfit up to that level, don't fight them. Don't. Especially if you're looking clean. Nah, don't. If you're looking clean, come on, just go about your business. All right. Just let them know that, hey, respect is everything. You know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna peace out. That's how you do it. Number 3, if you see this, okay, you're about to fight someone. Usually the Agbero boys, we call them the Agbero boys, okay, and they're like the touts, the hooligans, the thugs. They do this. Say you're about to fight someone and they decide to take off everything they're wearing. I'm talking about take off the entire outfit, not just up onto the boxers and sing that. They take everything out and you see their balls hanging and they're like, come fight me. Because they don't do this. They're like, come fight me. Ah. That's how they move. They don't do none of this thing. They're like all over the place. People like that, he's about to not just beat the shit out of you, he's going to beat the shit out of you, and then he's going right there in front of everyone. So if you're fighting someone, they're taking off their outfit, and all they have is just like their balls hanging out, namaste. Sorry to be in your business. I'm just about to exit. That's it. Number 4. These guys, they walk around with razors. Okay, razors could be anything. Razors. They have razor blades on them. When they're about to fight you, the first thing they do is to take off their shirts, bring out some razors, and you would think they're using it on you, but they're not really using it on you, okay? Those blades, usually they put them in places whereby they kind of like, the sharp one, they're like super sharp, and then they bury them in compost pits, all right? In compost pits, so that it has all forms of disease in it, all forms of germs and bacteria. So that way, when they like, boom, all right? When they're like, boom, they don't need to go all the way inside. All they need is just that tip touching you, okay? As soon as that tip touches you, you now have, you're HIV positive, okay? You have tetanus, you have HIV, you have corona, you have all types of disease you can ever imagine. But that's not the trick, okay? They're about to fight you, and then bring out the knife, okay? And the next thing they're doing is they're cutting themselves, and they're like, look at me, just pop the vein. When someone does that, and you're still there to fight them, because what they'll do is once they cut themselves, they throw the knife away, they'll be like, all right, come fight me. Then you see blood all over the place. If someone does that, just leave. Okay, this ain't no showcasing nothing. just leave the place. All right, just leave the place. It's pointless fighting people like that. Number 5 is the man in suit. You see, most people who like the number 1 to 4 that I was talking about, we call them the Agbero boys or the thugs. Or most of them, not all of them. And they tend to bully guys in suits. Right. So now there's this guy in suit who has this history of being the champion of all Agbero boys. This guy in suit can do all the 5 things listed in 1 to 4. Okay, he can break the bottle on his head. He can go all the way naked and jump in the gutter and start putting dirt on himself. And he could have a blade and just cut himself right in front of you. You see, when you're fighting someone, he was in suit and he like takes everything off and just start pouring dirt on himself and balls hanging and everything's naked. And you want to fight him? Well, good luck to you. Moral of the story is these people, they ain't got shit to lose. And you know what I say? The most dangerous person is the person that has nothing to lose. You don't want to fight people like that because they got nothing to lose. And you, on the other side, you have everything to lose. So when someone starts giving you all those theatrics, it's time to exit.